My companion, Mr. Davis, is going to read your mind. Mr. Davis?
I'm right here. I got it. You're sitting at home, you're watching TV, you've got a large dog sitting next to you, there's an elephant in the bathroom, and you love soup. Am I close? No? Everything except the soup, huh?
Welcome everybody to the sideshow. Tonight, 17 clowns in one little car, 17 swords in one little swallower, and 17 animal parts in one little hot dog. We've got music from the Men at Work man, Colin Hay, stand-up from the Ginger Ninja, Tom Gleeson, Old Man River, Tripod, Umbilical Boys and Kransky Girls, Claire Hooper, Flacco, much more. Plus, frightening freaks, pinheads, half men, half women, and other people you might meet online. MySpace Australia has asked a bunch of federal MPs to create profiles on the site before the election. It was only a matter of time. After all, MySpace and the government have a lot in common. They're both owned by Rupert Murdoch. Look at the old people, they love it. They love it, the old people love it. On their sites, the politicians will be able to run videos, add blogs and collect friends. Good luck with that, Mr. Costello. But John Howard has discovered that finding friends online is much easier than in real life. And best of all, most of them want to sell him penis enlargements at record low prices. You will enjoy this. In New South Wales, the Shooters Party has come up with a great idea. They want children to begin firearms training at the age of 10. Because, frankly, our level of school shootings isn't internationally competitive. This is a brilliant idea by the Shooters Party, a brilliant idea, and it'll solve the bully problem when the nerdy kids can return fire. At the moment, 12-year-olds can shoot semi-automatics under supervision, but the Shooters Party want 10-year-olds to get 2 years' experience with air rifles first. And if history has taught us anything, it's the sooner a kid starts shooting, the sooner he stops. When I was a boy, all the 10-year-olds had an air rifle, which meant cats knew their place and never got uppity. According to one Shooters MP, children get into trouble because we don't trust them. Roy Smith said their first taste of responsibility is when we hand them the car keys, often with tragic consequences. But now, by the time they get the car keys, they'll be experienced enough to shoot and drive at the same time, which will make road rage a lot more fun. Yeah! Get behind it! The Shooters Party! Yeah! Only a month till the Live Earth concerts. We're looking forward to that, the Live Earth concerts, yes? Only a month till the Live Earth concerts, but there's been a snag. Al Gore wanted millions of people across the UK to turn off their lights in a symbolic gesture that would resonate around the world. In fact, if they timed it just right, Phil Collins wouldn't be able to find his way on stage. Unfortunately, Britain's national power grid has vetoed the idea, saying it'd cause all sorts of problems, when the lights come back on. So instead they're telling everyone to just close their eyes and pretend. Which has been John Howard's environmental policy for years. All right, let's get this sideshow on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please make them welcome our favourite kind of pod people, Tripod.
There was a hot girl in the comic shop, and I didn't know what to do. There was a hot girl in the comic shop, she was looking for a Doctor Who. Oh, ha! Oh, ha! There was an actual girl in the comic shop. What a momentous day. I had to check to make sure that she wasn't just a human-sized cardboard display. My competition was a kid with pimples and a guy in a wheelchair. What would the Flash do? So I knew I had to act fast. There was a hot girl in the comic shop where I'd never seen a girl before. A kind of indie-looking girl in the comic shop, and she knew her way around the store. Towards the role-playing games. Oh my God, she's picking out dice. So many questions in my mind. What would be a good pick-up line? Why had a hot girl just come in? If the Hulk fought Spider-Man, who would win? I guess that Spider-Man's advantage would be his webs and his manual dexterity. But then again, the Hulk's endurance is limitless and is stronger than Spidey. It's so hard to know. It's so hard to know. There was a hot girl in the comic shop about 10 minutes ago. There was a hot girl in the comic shop. Did anyone see her go? Had she come to the comic shop looking for love? Guess I'll never know.
Tripod! Tripod! Intelligent design number 6969A. Why God didn't design the long-nosed rhino beetle eater. Before we go on, I have some apologies from a few people who couldn't be here tonight. The Shooters Party are sorry they missed us. But they'll aim more accurately next time. Peter Costello was going to make an appearance, but his advisors told him he's much more popular when people can't actually see him or hear him. Yes. Al Gore can't be here. After turning off all the lights in his house, he fell into the basement. But we're not sorry, because here is the star of Australian stand-up. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him welcome the glorious Tom Gleeson.
Hello. There's some good laughs here. Well done. You're laughing pretty well, but, you know, I'm not that fussy. I'm just happy if you don't laugh like my brother, because he's no good at laughing. He laughs like this. Like nothing comes out, you know. He could be here tonight, I wouldn't even know. He'd be up the back, you know. Oh, yeah, this is pretty good, yeah. This is awesome, yeah. There's all things going off, you know. I learned how to drive when I was 6. I grew up in the country, and then I learned how to drive in one of those really Land Rovers. You know, one of those ones that when you slip it into reverse, it sounds like this. It's one of my favourite farm noises. Another one of my favourite farm noises is the sound of my little brother picking up a kitten, squeezing it just enough that it makes a noise. Like that. It doesn't hurt it, you know, just a little bit, you know, like that, you know. They don't know what's happening. They think it's cool. They're like, what, you know. Oh, that one's hard. Oh, that one's... Oh. We lost that one. That one's gone. Another one of my favourite farm noises is the sound of my mum. Whenever she'd get injured, she'd always sound like a chook. She'd go, oh, my knee. Oh, it's bung. Oh, I've hurt my knee. Another one of my favourite farm noises is the sound of adolescent cattle. You know, adolescent cattle, you know how you can hear their moo break? You're like, moo. Moo. I like the old rams. Do you know the old rams? Like angry old men, you know. They got horns sticking into their head, you know. They got dags, and, you know. That's why they're angry. That'd make me angry too, you know. They got hoofs, they can't sort that stuff out. They're like... That's what koalas sound like. Not many people know that. You know, it's really cool. You go to the zoo, it freaks the tourists out, you know. The koalas are all up in the tree looking cute, eating leaves, you know. Tourists go to take a photo, they're like... They got that chlamydia and conjunctivitis stuff in their eyes. They're like... Welcome to Australia. I ran over my mum. I ran her over. I ran her clean over. I was 8 then, so I was heaps better at driving. I'd had some practice. What happened was, I was in the Land Rover with my brother, and we had to round up a few cattle. And at the last moment, my mum came over to tell us something. The Land Rover kind of leapt forward, and the door opened, went, poof, and she went, oh, like that. My little brother's like, you've killed Mum, you've killed Mum, you've killed Mum, you killed Mum, you killed Mum, you killed Mum. You don't see that on McLeod's Daughters, do you? I hate McLeod's Daughters. You know, they all wear Akubras that are brand new, and they've got, like, dryzer bones that have been ironed, and they're all like, hello, we're from the country. Hello, no, you're not. You're from NIDA, you know? I'd like to have a proper show about the country. Instead of McLeod's Daughters, it'd be called Gleason's Sons. It'd be me and my 2 brothers, and we'll be wearing tracksuit pants with holes in the knees, and football socks with grass seeds all through them, and Velcro joggers covered in mud. And one of my brothers would just be poking a dead cow with a stick. The other 2 of us would just be watching. Oh, look at that. Top Ava, yeah. Oh, hang on, look at, oh, hang on, oh, maggots. And that'd be one 1 hour episode. When I finally did my driving test, the driving instructor said to me, he said, so how long have you been driving for? And I was like, over a decade. So I was a bit smug. You know? So can you do a 3-point turn? I was like, nah, because we had heaps of room. I could turn around anywhere. So can you do a hill start? I was like, you know, nah, you know, because it's flat. So you do reverse park? I was like, yep. I'm done, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Tom Gleeson! Tom Gleeson, ladies and gentlemen! Time for a special treat. It's the 25th anniversary of the APRA Music Awards, which recognise our best composers and songwriters. It's also the 25th anniversary of a song that's still being played all over the world, from South America to Israel. It's a song called Down Under. It was co-written by this man. Can you please make him welcome from Men at Work, Colin Hay. Colin Hay, they've gone wild. Look at you, rock royalty, rock royalty at the top of the stairs there.
This is like packed, chock full of entertainment, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
I didn't realise it was just so many people.
They're on a wild sugar high as well, the people here.
Are they?
They've gone crazy for it.
And are they literally just walking off the street?
Just, I think some of them, look at what they're wearing. A lot of homeless people in the crowd as well. They just see this as a fun way to spend an evening. I got to ask, which eye do I speak into?
Well, I'll tell you which one. Well, you can take a pick. You won't get any reaction out of the right one. The left one's the one to speak into.
OK,
yes,
it's good it's on my side then.
Yes, good. The right one doesn't really, doesn't see very much, and it wanders. It's called a wandering eye. And I sometimes ask my eye what it actually sees on its wanderings, but it never reports back to me at all. It just wanders off, and I go, oh, what do you see? It's technically blind, is what the term is, and I've been like that since I was born.
Right.
More information than you needed, or?
No, I love it. Because I've been curious about it for a long time. The eye.
The eye.
The eye. And what was the APRA Music Awards like? You're up for the big award there, the most performed Australian song overseas with Down Under?
Yeah, that was odd after 25 years, but it was Highway to Hell was another song, and Down Under, and also Love is in the Air, and a couple of the songs by Jet.
Yeah.
And I realised that most of the songs were sung by Scottish guys.
Yeah, well, I find it interesting because you wrote a song called I Come From a Land Down Under.
And I don't.
And you don't?
Yes.
Has that caused you any sleepless nights over the years?
No, but a man, when I was going through customs, got very annoyed with me, you know, and I was going through once, and he looked at me, and I had a British passport, and I have an Australian one now, but then I didn't. And he looked at me, and he threw down the passport, and I said, oh, what's wrong? He goes, oh, hey, what's mine, you bloody, yeah, you write that bloody song, you know, and you're a bloody pom. I'm not really a pom, but, you know, it's north of the border, but that was too much to go into, you know. So.
And what's your favourite version of Down Under?
Well, the one that I'll do probably later on.
We all got to keep that a secret. Let's play with it. And what's the new album like? You happy with it?
I think it's fantastic. It's called Are You Looking at Me, which is...
Where does that come from?
That's what people used to say to me all the time. It was interesting when I went for my licence, because I went for my licence and I was very worried because I knew that, you know, I couldn't see out of this eye. But the cop said to me, I said to him, well, I've got something wrong with one of my eyes. And he said, oh, don't worry, mate. He said, just, you know, do the best you can. Cover up your bad eye first and, you know, see what these colours are. You know, they hold up the colours. So I would cover my bad eye and I said, that's red, that's green, yes, that's amber. That's green, that's amber. He goes, right, now cover up your other eye. So that's red, that's green, and that's amber. And yeah, he didn't notice.
Good story. It was charming. Would you like to do the song?
Yes, I would.
Yes? Let's do it. Do you want to go make yourself comfortable? I'll stroke you. Ladies and gentlemen, he's flown in from LA just to be here with us tonight. He was also a special guest at the APRA Awards, but that was just a lucky coincidence. Can you make welcome with the song from his new album, Are You Looking at Me? Colin Hay. Colin Hay and Cecilia Noel. The song from the new album, Are You Looking at Me? He's performing in Melbourne. That's sweet. There you go. Colin Hay. And now, please make them welcome. They're circus performers. They do physical theatre. They're extraordinary with acts of absurdity. They're known all over the world. Make them welcome. They are the Great Gondos. Welcome. How are you? Oh, no, I better not do that. Rani, how you doing over there?
Yeah, I'm great. Can I get down?
Come down then. Let her come down. Come down. The Great Gondos, ladies and gentlemen. How did you get into street performance?
We walked out on the street, put our stuff down, voila.
That's how simple it is. A lot of the kids out there don't realise how simple it is. You just walk out into the street, put your stuff down, start working, the money starts rolling in. How long have you been doing it for? The street performance?
The street performance?
About 10 years. I think when I was in my mother's womb, there was quite a crowd there too. I was doing a little bit of sideshow in there too. That's what I said.
Probably a bit freaky for the 7:30 kids out there.
I started. My grandfather showed me magic tricks when I was a small child, and I was quite amused and mystified.
Yeah,
so then
my grandfather used to show us tricks as well, but then he got arrested, so... Yeah.
I didn't start with my grandfather.
Fantastic! I don't know where we're going here. OK.
I started when I was 17. I used to have a pet snake, and I started dancing with my snake. Yeah, it was a water python.
A water python. There you go. You got
So
the word
cute.
there. If you want to start working on the streets, go get a water python.
Really sweet.
And what sort of dances did you do with it?
I did a belly dance.
You're going to do that for us tonight? You're going to work with the water python?
No, I'm going to be working with a different kind of python.
Different type of python. OK, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready then?
Yeah.
OK. Wanda, over there, I'll give you a big spruiken intro. Ladies and gentlemen, please make them welcome the Great Gondos! We've got Old Man River, Claire Hooper, the Umbilical Brothers, all coming up. And the threatening bears will lock Dorothy the dinosaur in the boot of the big red car. But now, men and women of Australia, the girls who bring a little sunshine everywhere they go. The Kransky Sisters.
We are the Kransky Sisters from Esk in Queensland.
Esk in Queensland.
This is my sister Eve.
Eve.
I'm Morn Kransky.
Morn Kransky.
And this is our sister, Dawn Kransky. It was a lovely trip down, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Eve? Eve? What are you looking at?
The man with the camera.
Don't look at him, Eve. He'll see you looking at him, and he might want to get to know you. Might want to have tea with you. He might want to taste your pikelets. A buttered-up pikelet is easily burnt. Take a leaf from Dawn's book. Dawn has never looked at a man, and look at her. She's happy. When you have feelings for a man, it can be like magic.
Magic.
Like illusion and trickery. When the hanky turns into a dove, it can't fly because it's covered in bogies. And the devilish trickery of fire twirling is highly dangerous when there are dry bushes around.
I heat up, I can't cool down. We've got me spinning around and round. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Every time you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame full of desire. Miss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abra, abra, cadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. Abra, abra, cadabra. Abracadabra. I see magic in your eyes. I hear magic in your sighs. Just when you think you're going to get away, I hear the words that he might say. Abra, abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. Abra, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Abra, abracadabra. Abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. Reach out and grab. Abra, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Abracadabra.
The Kransky Sisters! The Kransky Sisters! The Kransky Sisters. And now, would you welcome the girl we love to interrogate, the terror of 20 questions, Claire Hooper. Ready for it? Come on. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you? I wasn't actually technically meant to be here this week. So, I devised a reason to be back. I just thought that it was right of reply time, and it was time I asked you 20 questions.
Look at that. You're playing to the crowd. Look at the peer group pressure now wanting me to answer the damn 20 questions.
I have been warned that you don't like talking about yourself.
No,
Is that
I'm
true?
fine. No, I'm fine with it.
We've been working together for weeks, but you don't give a lot of yourself away, and really all I know about you is the sideshow. So I'm gonna focus my questions on the sideshow. Do you ever need to? Is there anyone you reveal yourself to? But
Maybe you should phrase that a little bit better.
all right. So I've prepared 20 questions, but I was a little bit lazy, and so I've taken them straight from a website called How to Know If You Have a Problem with Drinking.
I may have already answered them.
But because I only know the sideshow, we're going to substitute drinking with a sideshow. So, Paul, first question. Is the sideshow making your home life unhappy?
Yes. Yeah. Reducing it to nothing. I don't even have a home life. I have a homeless life. I'm a wanderer, a vagabond.
Have you ever felt remorse after the sideshow?
I'm feeling remorse right now.
Okay. Have you ever committed or considered committing an illegal act to finance the sideshow?
I don't want to answer that on the grounds it may incriminate me.
All right, and do you ever turn to lower companions or an inferior environment because of the sideshow?
Have you seen The Band?
This is so revealing. Do you ever sideshow alone?
There have been lonely nights in the hotel room where I've sideshowed completely by myself. At the sad, lonely, crying sideshow. I think you know what that's like.
I do. I did a weeping Sudoku on Tuesday night, actually. I had one of those lonely nights in a hotel room and I was having a cry, so I thought I'd distract myself with the Sudoku, so I'm sitting there in a hotel bed in the nude, sobbing into a Sudoku.
Right. Mine's very similar, but without the mathematics.
Does the sideshow cause you to have difficulty sleeping?
I sleep in the same way I've always slept, with my knees drawn up to my chest. In a little ball just on the side. It's gloriously sweet. It's a little fetal positioned. This is why no one asks me questions. This is why.
Yeah, I'm feeling some remorse myself. We're nearly there. Do you crave the sideshow at a definite time? Oh, plug time.
7:30 every Saturday night on the ABC. And sometimes I illegally record it on my VCR.
Interesting. What is a VCR, old man? Do you want the sideshow the next morning?
I watch it on the VCR.
While sobbing. And finally, have you ever had a complete loss of memory as a result of the sideshow?
I'm actually desiring a complete loss of memory right now. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please thank Claire Hooper? Oh, I'm down here? Yes. And now, from Sydney, via Israel, New York, India and Europe, the debut album is Good Morning, the song is La, the band is Old Man River. Make them welcome.
Tonight, due to overwhelming demand, I will be revisiting some of the great wines from the Canberra region. Tonight specifically, looking at some of the older varieties. First up here, we have the 2007 Malcolm Fraser. Originally big rich with a slight toffee nose. Has mellowed somewhat over the years. Mind you, the 86 showed great legs. I'd serve this with no spring chicken and 1 foot in the gravy. Next up, we have the 2007 Paul Keating. This is a light to medium-bodied recalcitrant drop. I'd serve this with simmering unresolved issues and an Armani dressing. Next up, we have the 2007 Bob Hawke. Now, this is aged in oak. It's not French oak. That's Laurie Oak. Now, the Bob Hawke is showing a lot of alcohol. In fact, this wine's completely legless. And I'd serve it with pickled walnuts. Next up, we have the 2007 Bob Brown. This is a mossy, thin-bodied, herbaceous, clean skin with a definite green tinge and just a hint of fruit. I'd serve this with just the lashings will do for Bob. And finally, the 2007 Mark Latham. Ooh, that's corked. I'd serve this with sour grapes. It's a cruel world.
Coming up on the sideshow, we'll answer the age-old question, who'd win a fight between the Melbourne underworld and a mime? An MP from the Shooters Party will catch a bullet in his 3 teeth. John Howard will show us how to beat climate change with nothing but a sunny disposition and a cold shoulder. And the Queen will show us the party tricks she's got lined up for Monday's public holiday. Now, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but let's just say you'll never look at a corgi in the same way again. Here are 2 men I'm very proud to call the hairy one and the not-so-hairy one. Can you please make them welcome the Umbilical Brothers?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Over here, that's Shane.
That's right, and that's Dave over there.
Hello.
Make us laugh, you curly-headed tosser.
Who said that?
That was you that said that.
That wasn't me, there's someone in the crowd.
That was your voice that said...
Come on, you maladjusted mop top.
Somebody in the crowd.
No, you see, that time I actually saw your lips moving, so
Yeah, look, can't you see him? He's over there.
No, I don't see anybody.
Just put a light on him. Put a light... He's coming, he's coming.
I don't see...
Here he comes.
Wait.
Can't you see him?
No, I don't see him.
He's right there. Can't you see him? He is. He's right there. He's got 2 arms, you know.
Has he got 3 arms?
No, it wasn't his arm. It's the guy! You hit the guy next to him. Now, you killed everyone else, but you missed him. Mime grenade! Okay, now, hey. Listen, before we go any further, I just want to reassure everyone that no dogs were harmed during this routine. See, the dog is safe. What we did was we switched the real dog for an exploding plastic dog at the last second. Now, just so that you know he's fine, we'll show you that again in slow motion replay. And roll the replay now.
There's the grenade. Grabs the grenade. Here he comes. Hold it! Okay, now this is where the exchange takes place. Now you guys, you can't see the detail back here, can you? Can we rotate the image? Continue the replay. There's the trapdoor, the real dog goes in, and there's the switch. Hold it. Return the image. Continue tape. And that's what you missed. So he's perfectly okay. He's safe! He's safe!
The Umbilical Brothers! Well, that's about it. But before we go, a quick look at next week's small screen sideshow. Kevin Rudd will meet the Dalai Lama and show off his knowledge of Chinese customs by oppressing him with a violent reign of terror. Controversy will erupt when the new member of High Five turns out to be high and five. The American flag will turn 230, and as it leans over to blow out the candles, it'll catch fire and go to jail for treason. Athens police will reveal that, in his mugshot, Aussie gangster Tony Mockbell was not actually wearing a bad wig. It was just his real hair after a full Greek cavity search. Tony Abbott will attempt to convince the Prime Minister that the government can still win the election if they simply get rid of their main obstacle, the voters. And Powderfinger and Silverchair will come up with a new name for their gigs together after fans don't respond well to the Finger My Chair tour. Thank you.
Traveling in a fried-out Kombi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from the land down under? Women glow and men plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover."
Fine bread from a man in Brussels. It was 6'4", full of muscle. I said, "Do you speak my language, brother?" He just smiled, give me a Vegemite sandwich. He said, "I come from a land down under. Pillars flow and rich under. The women too. Did you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover." All right.
Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. 'Cause we are living in a land down under. Women go and men thunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Help us sing, come on, come on. Living in a land down under. Women go and men thunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. All right, Paul, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please thank Colin Hay, Cecilia Noel, and everyone else that brought in the sideshow tonight. Big round of applause for Tripod, Tom Gleason, the great Gondos.